Good morning. Today is Thursday, October the 1st, and we're leaving Twin Oaks in Georgia and heading to Montgomery, Alabama. Heading back to the Tiki West. Well, on the road we go. Short pause for the cause. We are on our way back to Texas. We stopped at Maxwell Air Force Base in Montgomery, Alabama, and we decided to stop in the commissary and pick up some provisions. But here's a pan around from the commissary. Not many people here for sure. I'm sure they're deployed elsewhere. Of course, this base isn't anything but a training base for officers. They send officers candidate school people here, and base gas station. The campground for this base is, I think, over there, but it's on the other side of the flight line. So I'm going to turn this off because we're getting out of here. So we're passing through Mobile, Alabama, Montgomery, Alabama. And I will note that I did see a big Black Lives Matter banner on the side of a building, so I'm having to guess that they had some issues here in this town. I'm gonna put this down for just a second. Okay, so anyway, we stopped at Maxwell Air Force Base to go into commissary and bought some provisions. Our final stopping point for today will be another 155 miles at Meridian, Mississippi at a campground called Benchmark. We have also stayed at that campground before. I don't know, as I will be doing a review or not. I have a issue to contend with the motorhome. We took it to the RV place and they were supposed to have fixed a noise that was up here in my left-hand corner, but they apparently didn't do a very good job, as I've noticed with the other issue that I asked them to take care of, and that was the TV set mount. I already contended with that one, so I will deal with that when we get to the campground. But other than that, I think we have a total of about a little over, what, 550 miles left to go? This looks like this might be Advanced Discount Auto Parts warehouse over here. Right here. This looks like their headquarters here in CarQuest, here in Montgomery. Anyway, I think I've filmed enough. I think enough people have seen parts of Montgomery already from some of my other videos. Although we haven't been here only one other or two other times. We didn't stay very long. Won't be staying very long this time either. As we head on back to Tiki West. We'll pick this up in a little while. If you're following along on our route, we are on Highway 80, which goes west. We'll be going all the way to Shreveport, Louisiana. We'll probably be stopping after Meridian. We'll be stopping at Barksdale Air Force Base, and that will be our last stop tomorrow night. And we'll be pulling back into Tiki West. This is another Air Force base. It's the 187th Fighter Wing. I didn't even know this base was here. I don't know if there's any camping on this base. It's all over at Maxwell Air Force Base, but this is right next to the Montgomery Airport, so we might share the runway. Anyway, I'll close this back out again in a little bit and pick it back up in a while. I did want to mention that Alabama is still closed up somewhat. They're not completely opened up yet. They're still wearing a mask here. But we did in fact meet another Trump man, another man named Trump, who was on the base, and his brother's name was Donald. No relation to the Trump family, although he didn't say. He was a civilian contractor. We've seen a lot of cotton fields coming across Alabama. A lot of RVs, but not on any of the roads that we're on. We know some of the back roads that many people don't go on, but haven't seen very many RVs. Gas prices coming across. We left Florida. They were right at about 190, and then we went into a little bit of Georgia. They were a little higher, about 198. Now they're back down in the 180s, 170s. We noticed that there's what did I notice? No shortage of eggs or toilet paper. No shortage of milk. No shortage of sanitizers. I did notice in the commissary, although it's irrelevant to the conversation, that the meat pricing has gone through the roof, and I don't understand how the military people could afford to shop on base, because the prices are, well, the whole idea behind the commissary was to help the military people because they don't get paid very much. The commissary was a low-cost alternative to shopping off base. However, the opposite is now true, and the cost to shop on base to me appears to be comparable to shopping at Publix or one of the higher brand food markets. The quality is still there, but the economics of using the commissary is not. You do have to know what you're shopping for. There's not a big selection of brands. They stock mostly name brands. Although I did see some good deals. I saw 2 lobster tails for $10. They were just the tails. But I decided not to buy them because I was looking at the tails and the expiration, trying to figure out how long they've been in that freezer. And the value for $5 wasn't there. I didn't feel either. There's 2 tails for $10, and although the tails were just slipper tails, it's about comparable. But I didn't know how long they'd been frozen, so. Want to take some pictures of this cotton out here. Some of the Alabama cotton.
That's Bama cotton too.
Bama cotton.
I would have thought.
Yeah, that's a little late. That should have been harvested. More over here. There's the Tyler Volunteer Fire Department. This has already been harvested and the ground turned. It's two, it looks like.
First week of October. So it's not.
Cotton is one of the top 10 still producing states in the United States. And they're just starting to harvest it now. They harvest in October, it says. Teana is reading me the information. There's the Alabama River. Gonna come up on some Alabama cotton again. Over here on the left-hand side, passing through on the Selma, Alabama bypass.